Uh, what's your Do you have any what your hobbies are outside of work?
What are my hobbies? Well, my main hobby is landscape photography.
Mm-hmm.
And when I have the time to get out in the country and take photographs, I particularly like here, the vast sky, or like for example, when you drive out just outside of town, especially in time when cotton is blooming,
Mm-hmm.
and you see these vast fields of white matched up against the dark sort of azure sky. It almost looks surreal.
Mm-hmm.
To try to capture that kind of image is something that really gets me excited.
Okay. Could you tell me a little bit about your hometown, I guess, and how you, I guess, yeah, your hometown.
Well, my hometown was when I was a kid. We moved around a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in some ways matching my professional career. Moved around a bit. But when I was younger, we moved around a lot because my father got sick and then lost his job, and then when he recovered, he got another job, and we moved to another town.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was a kid, I was born in New Jersey, but when I was young, let's say around 5, we moved to Detroit. So I lived in Detroit until I was 12, and then we moved back to New Jersey. And then we moved from New Jersey to Milwaukee. We lived in Milwaukee for a short period of time. My parents, I really didn't live there very much, but I went home for vacations. My parents moved to Florida,
Mm-hmm.
first to Palm Beach, then to Fort Lauderdale. And then my father was in sort of the real estate business of vacation homes, and so his company was developing homes on Great Abaco Island in the Bahamas. And so actually my parents lived for a couple years in the Bahamas, which was great, going home from college, going home for vacation
Yeah.
to the Bahamas. But then my father died. He had a series of heart attacks, and he died very young, at the age of 52. And I was still in college. And that really changed my life, actually. My father always wanted me to go to law school because my brother's a lawyer and all my uncles are lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually promised to go to law school. Which I did. I went to law school right after undergraduate for a period of 8 weeks. And he died in the second week that I was in law school. And there were a confluence of things. That was a time when, there were a lot of, I was in Wisconsin, Madison, Wisconsin. And I, with a couple of other people, created a student organization called the Radical Law Students Association.
Mm-hmm.
And what we did is we went to demonstrations that were being held against the war in Vietnam. And we would go there and act as observers because we knew people would get arrested, and then we would then go and act as witnesses at the hearings.
Mm-hmm.
And so and there was one very big demonstration, a very famous demonstration at Wisconsin. So against Dow Chemical Company. Dow was the maker of napalm, and so there was a big demonstration, and maybe about 300 students sat down inside of a building to prevent job interviews for Dow Chemical. And my group of law students were in there just as observers. But what happened was the police arrived and tried to eject the students, and they were repulsed by the students that were in there. And so then they called the state police. State police came, and if you know Madison, Wisconsin, the University of Wisconsin has 40,000 plus students. At that time, a huge crowd of students gathered outside around the building, and police began throwing tear gas to disperse the crowd, and they came in using their billy clubs and basically pulled out everybody who was inside the building, including the observers who we were as law students. And just about that time, my father died, and so I had a sort of one of those moments in your life when you decide that maybe I should do what I really wanted to do with my life rather than what my father wanted me to do. So I quickly transferred into the history program and went on for my master's in history. So that was one of those sort of moments in your life where you're at a crossroads.
So would you? I guess you would say that that your dad dying was your influence for you pursuing your job now?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it turned me. Well, and then there was another. I had another person who influenced me in that period. When I was a senior, there was a professor. There's certain professors on campus who are, the best professors who classes are like 300 or 400 students, or sometimes 500 students. There was a professor on campus whose name was George Mosse, M-O-S-S-E, who was a European intellectual historian, and he gave a course on European intellectual history, and a lot of students attended that because he was a very well published and very important and eloquent speaker, and so a lot of students went. So every year he would select one student from his class who he perceived that person might have the potential to go on to graduate school. And in 1967, that was he selected me and encouraged me to meet with him, and encouraged me to go on to graduate school in history. And that was, first of all, to be tapped on the shoulder by such a great professor, and to be encouraged to go on to grad school. So at that point, I never thought about going on to grad school in the history, because I'd always thought I'd go on to law school. And so what I did actually in my senior year is I took a law course, and I did a senior honors thesis in history. So I did sort of both areas, to see if one of them, was going to appeal to me more. And so in the end, what I did is I applied for PhD in history, and at the same time I applied to law school. And then when I went home over the summer, my father convinced me that I needed to go to law school. So I went to law school. But I really wanted to go into history. And so when he died, and with the encouragement of that one professor, I went into graduate school in history.
Okay. Are you currently married, or do you have kids?
I'm married. My wife actually teaches here at Tech. Her name is Mandel.
DENA.
Right,
Okay.
Mandel, and she teaches in both the English department and in the German department. And she teaches a course on literature of the Holocaust.
Mm-hmm.
And she also teaches a course in the English department on American women writers. And next term, actually, she's going to teach the first graduate course on literature of the Holocaust.